you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackle.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Purdue's offense has the ball for the first time. It's Clark. Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. First down.
And the offense with a nice run. Breaks off a little bit of run. Gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down. You've seen this. They like to go fast.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Montgomery. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just keeps moving. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires on the move. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Heel off one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the score! And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quick release by the QB. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Stevenson. Caught. close to the marker. It's Montgomery. Turns it on at midfield. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quickly complete. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
Got his man. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The RPO, it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce. You see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level, he lost it high and deep down the left side. That's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Still looking on the move. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Back to throw, it's Stevenson. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Rides to the back. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and go to those situation and move your offense backwards.
He breaks a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the and the ball's free deep in his own territory.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Stevenson. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to Brown. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got great speed. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And the punishment has been extended. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Pocket breaking down. He'll get rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Purdue! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They go to the ground. Oh, what a cut! And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the 1st. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. He'll do it himself. There he goes. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. He'll keep it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big...
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boilermakers! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terrell. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Brown has it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Rushes on him. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bring in the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's not. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part of it. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and you keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coach. to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what...
Turning it on! And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record,